How are you, my internet family, and welcome back for my first Q&A of 2018. I'll say this to yous now, and only once. If you want more of my Irish accent and my general head and my words in your sub box this year, please press the little bell down below, because YouTube is being a temperamental little bitch right now. I asked you on Twitter for questions under the hashtag AskMelanie2018, and then some of you just replied direct to the tweet. Today's Q&A is going to be kind of New Year's themed, so answering questions based on 2017 that you've had to do with me and my plans for the year ahead and just general advice and all that stuff. So yeah, get cozy, get some tea, get your snack.
Let's do this!
Oh god. Any musicals, plays, TV shows, films that you're excited for? Game of Thrones, but it's not out until 2019. There's no Game of Thrones this year. What the fuck? Jumping right in with the juiciness, Gabriella asked, how do you feel about YouTube and the changes that happened in 2017? Are you optimistic or nervous about the platform for 2018? And can you comment on the Logan Paul situation and how you feel about his actions in Japan? Imagine you had a job, right, in a shop, and you knew what you had to do to get your money, and your boss changed the job description without ever telling you, and he just like wants you to guess what your job is and leaves you to figure it out yourself. YouTube's a bit like that for us full-time creators, and I feel like there's been a big shift in the past 4 years. I'm still pretty new to this. I've only been doing it for 4 years, but even in that small amount of time, it's really shocking how much everything's changed. The community doesn't feel as tight anymore. It feels like a lot of people are a lot more competitive. And I don't know if that's just me who feels this way. Other YouTubers, feel free to chime in. But do you not feel like everything's a bit different now? And even the content that is popular, it's all like shock factor and drama and gossip and like, it all makes me feel ick inside. However, I am feeling optimistic going into this year, not nervous, because I've just given up on thinking of YouTube ad revenue as an income stream. It never used to be that much anyway. I think I used to average like 1 million views a month across my entire channel, and that equated to about $1,000 a month, which is still like a really poor paying job. So I've always had to diversify and do other things like sponsorships and stuff, but I'm so picky about the brand deals that I include on this channel. I always make sure it's stuff that either I or you guys would be interested in, or if it's something to do with the topic of the video. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm just going to focus on watching things I think deserve to be promoted on YouTube. Every view on YouTube is like a vote, and when you watch... Okay, the Logan Paul bit of the question, yeah, we have to go there, don't we? I can't explain how upset and disgusted and angry I felt, not only watching the video that Logan Paul filmed in the suicide forest in Japan, which I'm sure you've all had rammed down your throats by now. I'm not going to go on about that, but even the videos filmed in the lead up to that. He had a bunch of vlogs where he was being really disrespectful in Japan and just doing it to try and be funny. YouTube allowed a video with a dead person in the video and a huge amount of disrespect shown to this dead person, who took their own life, by the way. Jesus, I don't even want to get into that. I'm not even going to go there because I'll just get upset, and I want this to be a nice video. But it racked up millions and millions of views and so many hundreds of thousands of likes on the video before people even like noticed, and he removed it himself. His apology was a load of shit. I could tell by the body language in his video. Like, I studied psychology as part of my degree. I could tell by the body language in his video that he was more upset that he'd been called out and caught, and that he was being held to, some kind of a standard for once. I didn't get any sense of actual human emotion or empathy or regret or anything, and I'm astounded that YouTube haven't responded yet. I really am. That whole situation was a big disgusting shitstorm that I'd like to leave over here, but what I would want to focus on is that we're better than this. And I'm not just talking about me like, I'm so great, I have morals. I mean, this entire website is better than this shit, okay? I don't care that people like this are the golden boys and the face of the website. I've been watching videos on this website for like a decade and making videos for years. My subscription box is full of talented, funny, amazing, hardworking people who don't have to resort to extremes to get clicks, to get me to watch and be interested in their videos. So I, for one, am going to be giving my time and attention to stuff that I think actually bloody deserves it, and I'm going to exercise the muscle that controls me clicking on stuff that just looks juicy and gossipy and who got hurt today. Yulia asked, what's the best present you've received this Christmas? Absolutely the song my boyfriend wrote for me. It was adorable. I will just play a little bit of the guitar here so you can hear it. I'm not showing you the lyrics because they're really personal to our relationship and it contains like a lot of private jokes and stuff, but yeah, look, it's pretty. I filmed my reaction to it when I listened to it and I sent him this video here and I was just sobbing. Like I couldn't believe someone had done something like that for me. Hannah asked, was 2017 a good year personally for you? It was in some ways and in other ways it wasn't. So romantically it was amazing. I finally ended up in a relationship with someone I've been friends with since I was a teenager, and we've had this on-off flirtation for a long time. I didn't actually want a relationship out of it at the start and I didn't expect it to blossom, and now he's the love of my life and I'm so happy, and I'm not gonna make you guys sick by going on about this goddamn boy more than I already have. But yeah, that was my favourite part of last year. And then also professionally, like my first book was a bloody bestseller thanks to you all, and my first short film, which was on abortion, as like a family drama, and I tried to act in it, did a shit job, but that won a award as well in Canada at Buffer Festival. So yeah, like my average video views went really high for quite a while. I was kind of getting like up 90, 100,000 views on a lot of my videos, and then the algorithm changed again. So we just need to get back to work, lads, and figure this shit out. On the bad side over here, I fell out with some friends, or just kind of lost touch with some friends that I really love and cared about and I just miss talking to and hanging out with. But that's just life, isn't it? I'm trying to deal with it and get used to it. But yeah, so there was that, and then also PMS just kind of ruined about a week out of every month for me, and I have a video coming about that very soon. Arage asked, what are your thoughts on New Year's resolutions? And I know a lot of people are like so against New Year's resolutions. Like, I don't make them myself, but at the same time, I'm not going to put people down who do make New Year's resolutions, because I know people who do them and stick to them. But the way I see it is, every single day is a chance to make resolutions and change things about your life. You don't have to wait for one bloody day a year. You go to sleep and you wake up and the world is the same. I know it's easier to see a new year as a new leaf and stuff like that, so it's probably why a lot of people do make their big life changes at the start of every year, or whatever. But say for example in 2017 I started going to the gym and lifting weights a few months before Christmas, so I didn't have that whole January gym shite. Like, I just wanted to actually make a change permanently, like a new habit, and it worked. So now, like, I just finished my Christmas, ate all the stuff, was lazy, and then went right back to it. It wasn't like a new thing I had to start. Marissa asked, how do you get yourself to try new foods to be healthier? This is coming from a picky eater. To be honest, I was the pickiest eater in the world when I was a child. What I had to do was teach myself and just learn how to cook, and I'd look up recipes including like a new food that I'd want to try, say like an aubergine or something like that, and I'd try and find a recipe where there was other ingredients in the recipe that I already know that I liked, and then I'd make that and eat it and then see how it went down. But like, I found some of my favourite foods this way. I love green beans, I love avocado, I love mango, raspberries. Just you have to just do it, put them in your mouth. Zoe asked, when is Thomas coming home? Do you think you will move in together when he comes home? Thomas is my boyfriend. So he is in Spain studying to be a pilot, and this year I'm going over there like every second or third month for the entire month. So in February I'll be there for the whole month. That's just the beauty of being able to work for myself, and I know I'm incredibly lucky. I think he's done in September, so in and around September, October he'll be coming back here, and we do want to live together, but we have not thought that far ahead yet or made any solid plans. But the way we talk about when he's back is always like, oh, like, can't wait to go to sleep together every night and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're in it for the long haul. And it doesn't feel all gross and serious and scary. It's just kind of one of those things that feels really right. And the two of us, I kind of always talk about that, how it's just kind of like a no-brainer, like duh, like obviously one day we'll get married and have kids, like when that happens rather than if, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lovely feeling and I'm so excited. Aveen asked, what advice would you give to an Irish person starting up on YouTube, and what editors, etc. would you recommend for someone who is broke? Is it okay to film on an iPhone at first? It doesn't matter if you're an Irish person or if you're from Australia, Canada, America, China. The beauty of YouTube is that it's a global platform, and like a lot of my viewers aren't actually Irish. I personally use Final Cut Pro on my MacBook Pro, and that is quite an investment. At the start I used something called Sony Vegas, but it was really bad. Like it would take so long to render videos and stuff like that, and it was just a lot more clunky. But I would recommend either saving or maybe getting it as a present or having a few people go in on it as a gift, and absolutely using your iPhone is fine to start off with, because you are going to need to make a couple of hundred of really cringy, crappy, shitty videos before you make anything that you're happy with. So like goodness, look at some of the best YouTubers that are on this platform. Like even one of my favorites, Shoe on Head, she still uses the camera on her laptop, the camera that's up here, you know, and like she still does that, and she gets like 1 million views on her videos and stuff. One tip I would give is that the audio quality is more important than the visual like quality. I use a Zoom H1 mic, which I believe is around 70 to 100 euro, I think, but that is what ups the quality of my videos like tremendously. Elise asks, I just wanted to know maybe some tips on how to accept your sexuality and also just yourself in general. Love you lots. Oh, well, on accepting my sexuality, it was just kind of, it just clicked one day, and I realized that I have the capacity to be attracted to more people than I would if I wasn't bisexual. So I find more people beautiful. It gave me more options when I was single. How can that be a bad thing? You know, it's beautiful. Having attractions to people and just love in general and stuff is beautiful, and human beings are beautiful. Women are amazing. Why be ashamed of finding women sexually attractive? Watch and follow a whole bunch of bisexual like YouTubers, activists, Instagrammers, all that kind of stuff, because I did that. I just kind of flooded my feeds with the bi love, and it was amazing, and I still do try and do my part to make videos about it and all this. But then I have some people going like, why does she keep going on about her sexuality? It's because I'm proud of it. Like, well, no, proud is probably the wrong word. I'm proud of who I am, and I'm proud of how strong I've been to do things like campaign for marriage equality in Ireland, which we got marriage equality, and because of so many people doing that. And I like speaking up on topics that others are a bit too awkward and shy and uncomfortable talking about, like even just sex in general. Anastasia asked me, what is your number one desire that you'd like to see become a reality in 2018? It's one of two things. Either I finish writing a fiction book, or I get the ball rolling on buying a house, because my brother and I want to buy a property together. It's really difficult currently in Ireland to buy a home. The housing crisis is a joke. Houses in the village where I live are anywhere from like €500,000 to €1 million. It's ridiculous. So buying with someone is necessary, and we just kind of want to get on the property ladder, and then my dad can live there and we can always have somewhere to go and stuff like that. We'll have like a family home. Right now I live in this tiny little house. It's rented with my family. It's just so small. So yeah, one of those two things, I think. Zoinks asked me, do you want kids? If yes, around what age? So don't worry, no kids in 2018, please. Not God, but universe. I do really want kids. I would like between 2 and 4 kids, and I'd like to start having them in and around age 33, 34 at the latest, but like, yeah, 33, because I'm not ready. Yeah, I don't think that might change, but right now I just don't feel ready. I want to have time to kind of explore the world a little bit more and just be immature and not have that responsibility, because I know I'm going to be a kick-ass mother. I am going to be a MILF. Erica asked, how do you plan on focusing on writing fiction? Have you set daily, weekly or monthly goals yet? Absolutely not. I'm so bad with writing goals. I'm one of those writers that just kind of throws myself in whenever I'm in the mood to, although I know that's probably not going to work with having a deadline, because my deadline for my first book kept getting pushed back because I found it really hard to balance getting in the mode to be creative and write about that stuff while doing other work, you know. But I will keep you updated on that in my monthly vlogs, which I'm starting at the end of January. As in, the first one is going to go up at the end of January. I started filming at the midnight countdown. Anastasia asked, where would you like to go this year? What cities/countries to visit? Oh, so many. I did a lot of travel in 2017, and I finally got to see Paris and stuff. I always try and include my travel in videos. But yeah, I did Edinburgh, Canada, obviously Florida and England for YouTube conventions. But with my Buffer Festival award for my short film, part of the prize of that was a trip for any 2 people to go anywhere in the world and back. With Air Canada. So I'm going to have to find out where Air Canada do and don't fly to. Me and Thomas were talking about maybe going to Hawaii or New Zealand, or just somewhere that's really expensive to fly to, or New York. Oh, I really would love to go to New York this year so much. Caitlin asked, was there any decisions you made in 2017 that you regret and wish you could go back and change? I don't believe in regrets. I made a lot of mistakes last year. I posted some stuff that I wish I had not posted, some really stupid things on the internet that were just not well thought out and came across so badly, and I only realised that after looking at constructive criticism and stuff. Maybe 1 or 2 people at the beginning of the year who I wish I hadn't slept with. I did a bit too much Facebook snooping on certain people, and yeah, just all that kind of stuff. But again, I wouldn't go back and change it, because you have to kind of do those stupid things to learn from them anyway. No one just falls out of their mother's vagina as a fully functioning, formed, lovely, perfect person. So yeah, no, screw regrets. Nicole asked, do you plan on making any more short films this year? The last one is how I found your channel. It was incredible. Well done. That is so sweet and amazing. Oh my god. Yes, definitely. There's one I kind of want to make as soon as I can. The problem is I need funding for them, because the last one was self-funded and cost me thousands, and obviously on YouTube it got over 100,000 views, but that's only about €100 in YouTube money, because it wasn't sponsored or anything. So I'll have to, if anyone knows how I can get funding for stuff, please let me know. I have people I can ask about this, but I'm just really bad at going to people and asking for help and advice. I have so many friends in the filmmaking community on YouTube who I can reach out to and stuff now, but I'm just bad at it. But yeah, I have an idea of something to do with a toxic relationship that I really want to make, and then also I'll be making hopefully a bigger and better project for Buffer next October. So I'm planning on 2, but maybe I could be pushed to do 3. Ella asked, will you be going to any events or meetups? Where can we meet you? I love you. And other people ask me about doing Irish meetups and stuff like that. I want to organise a professional meetup for my sister and I in Ireland. I just have to find somewhere to host it, and I'll keep you guys notified of that on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. If all works out, I will be at Playlist Florida, I'll be at VidCon LA, I'll be at Summer in the City in London, I'll be at Buffer Festival in Canada. Yeah, comment down below any events you want to see me at, because I love meeting yous. The meetups are some of the highlights of my year. They just really fill me with so much encouragement and stuff, and I kind of really need that right now. Just like I was saying with YouTube being a bit mad and temperamental, I think I've been talking for long enough. I need to go to sleep. I'm sorry if I didn't get to answer your question, but please do enter my next Q&A, because I always just try and answer as many as I can. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video, my loves. Bye.